Hello, I'm Jason Young, CSI Product Marketing Manager for Loan Relationship Pricing. In today's lending environment, it is more important than ever to have a tool that provides a defined and profitable loan pricing process. It is no longer feasible to let the competition drive loan pricing decisions. Banks must understand exactly how loan pricing drives performance. Thinking that building a loan pricing model is too difficult, expensive, and time-consuming? With CSI's loan relationship pricing model, relationship managers can quickly and confidently quote rates and terms that meet or exceed ROA and ROE hurdles, increasing the bank's bottom line and shareholder value. Most importantly, the process is painless to the bank, as the majority of the work is done for you. The model also allows you to analyze information on the entire customer relationship in order to determine pricing that appeals to the customer and is profitable for your bank. To learn more about loan relationship pricing, contact me, Jason Young, at extension 10362, or email me at jason.young@csiweb.com. I'll look forward to hearing from you.
Well, the benefits that I see it is, one, given the size of our institutions, the ability to give access to the product throughout the bank at multiple locations is probably the first important step of it. Second is the ability for us now to price credit risk and the desired rate of return into our loan pricing model. Well, it's still pretty early to establish that, but I can tell you that we've already seen an improvement in how our lenders look at pricing, and also we've seen how we look at relationships as compared to what we did in the past. It's given us a tool to compare ourselves to our competitors, particularly when you're dealing with irrational competitors. But we clearly have seen signs of many of our relationships that we've had priced incorrectly that we've been able to improve with the new model. Our old model was a very simple loan pricing sheet. Now they do understand, how the term of the loan and the risk of the loan and the way they structure the loan as far as fees and other factors impact the return to the bank. They are learning how to use it. Matter of fact, they have brought it up several times during loan committee meetings and establishing pricing, and they're quick to bring up the rate of return so somebody might criticize their pricing. Well, first, I think the most critical part of this model and where it's taken to a level we haven't been before is the ability to price for risk. Banks are notoriously poor about pricing for risk, even though that's the business we're in. And if we set this model up correctly, which we think we have, we're going to establish that risk factor right off the start. And then we're not just reacting to the competition in our pricing. We are, if we don't feel comfortable with the rate and the rate of return we want and the risk that we're taking, regardless of our competitors, we're going to stay away from that loan. So once we get that integration with our profit model and the loan loss reserve and the FAS 5 issues, it goes a long way to establishing that. And then we've also, the other issue that we really hadn't recognized in the past is the overhead it takes to make a loan. Lenders really don't pay much attention to that, but this new model does a nice job of flowing those costs into the loan, particularly on the term of the loan and the size of the loan. Obviously, the smaller the loan, the more cost, and we can build that cost into the pricing. And this model does a very nice job of complementing the pricing and using deposit relationships. It comes into effect when you're pricing new relationships and the importance of bringing those deposits with those new relationships, and it's very important when we deal with existing relationships. Because with existing relationships, you're competing all the time to maintain those relationships, and if you don't really give value to those deposits as appropriate, you may overprice those relationships and lose them. The model does an excellent job of giving value to transaction accounts, which it should.